Hello and good morning and welcome to yet another week. This is Gold Rush Daily. My name is Tim K and welcome to this particular session. It's a new week. I wish you nothing but the very best in this particular week. May you have some blues in this particular week. All right. So, and for us to have some blues, let's take this opportunity to look at gold. We have seen of late gold consolidating amid a strong dollar index now above 100 level. So, but before we look at the data itself, or before we look at the charts, let's begin by looking at what we are anticipating this particular week. So, if you look at the Forex Factory calendar, today is a bank holiday for JPY, and so mostly for me, I'll focus on the dollar index because that's what I'm specifically looking at. That is what is likely to impact the prices of gold, right? Because gold is priced in USD. So what we have here is now we are going to see on Tuesday, that is tomorrow, we are going to see at 4:30 you're going to see the core PPI data that will be coming in tomorrow. Remember, this is an inflationary data producer price index, which measures the inflation in the manufacturing or industrial sector. So that is going to come out the core PPI at 4:30 p.m. And it will also going to come together with the retail sales data, which is scheduled to happen at the same time, the core retail sales and also the retail sales, all right? And also you have the PPI monthly. So that's what we'll be having on tomorrow, that is on Tuesday 25th. And then on Wednesday 26th, we will be looking at the unemployment claims at 4:30, right? The unemployment claims at 4:30, and then the GDP and the core PCE price index is tentative. When it's written tentative, you know, it's the government just opened recently, I think last week, but one. They are was it last week or last Wednesday or last Wednesday, but one. So maybe probably there isn't enough data that has been gathered in terms of trying to release this kind of data. So the reason why it's written tentative. And then on Thursday 27th, it will be a bank holiday for the US, right? And basically that's what we have for the entire of this particular week. So when we go to the charts, let's begin by looking at the dollar index. So we start seeing positive dollar index. Of course, we are seeing the price gallivanting within this particular zone. Let's begin by looking at the weekly. So let me delete this so that you can be able to see how the weekly looks like, all right? How the weekly looks like. So this is the weekly. So what we are seeing here, the price is up again in this particular level. We had seen the price up at that level, and then we saw a retracement which came all the way to this entry, and now we are seeing the price pushing up. So what we'll be looking forward to is whether the price is going to break above this level in the weekly time frame. And the moment we break above this level here, it will be significant now in terms of trying to push price, seeing whether we are going to acquire or whether the dollar index is going to to reclaim the 101 level. And because you have seen this price testing the 100 level severally and having some rejection. So the first time, the second time, so this is the third time. So are we going to see some rejections, or are we going to see the price break up? So the moment the price breaks above this level, therefore we are going to see we are likely to see the price come all the way to 101.50 levels. And a break below this level, of course, is going to push prices back to 97.63 levels. All right. So daily looks bullish. Yeah, we are seeing this, not really confirmation of bullishness, but it really looks higher chances that we're gonna be seeing a bullish trajectory. So when we come to the daily time frame, we see quite a huge, a trend. All right. A trend that we can be able to see here, a very bullish trend, the price creating series of higher highs and higher lows, right? You can all see that. Okay, so so what we are looking at today, or probably in terms of what the price action that we are seeing here, we might be able to see the price push again here on the downside. Remember, this price has tested these levels severally. Okay, so we have seen this level being tested severally here, here, here and here. So a likely scenario is if the price is not going to break above this level so that it can usher us above to this particular point, therefore we are likely to see the price push all the way down again to this particular zone, okay, or to some levels around this particular level, right? So when you look at the 4-hour time frame, again we see those sentiments. All right, so we are likely to see, let me go back to the daily. So on the daily, what we'll be looking at is, you see, this is a double of the first top, the second top. So these, it's here there is a potential of the price forming double tops, all right, or the M pattern. And in case that happens, that is, this will be where our neckline is. And once you see the price break below this neckline, therefore, what it will insinuate is that we are likely to see the price push all the way down to these particular zones, all right? The M pattern, right? You see this M pattern. So like that, right? Like that. So the moment we have a break below this point, therefore, we are going to look for a retest, and that will mean the price will come, is likely to come all the way down to this particular zone. Okay, so let's monitor that and see what the price does. So a litmus test is around 99.00 levels here. So a break above this point will therefore push prices up. Okay, so that is the same sentiment you are seeing on the 4-hour time frame. Okay, that is the same sentiment that you are seeing on the 4-hour time frame. Here, as the price was pushing lower lows and lower highs, all right, then we saw the price break above this particular point. So this was the high point there, which also, if you look keenly, we had some resistant levels here on the 4-hour time frame. And the moment we see the price come and break below this particular point, right, therefore we'll be looking at maybe probably the price tapping this level, this sell candle here. This is where we have the OB. Okay, so I can now remove that, and we have that. So this is the level we have the OB. And the reason I'm saying, the moment we see the price doesn't respect this OB, then we anticipate even lower prices. All right, we anticipate even lower prices. But for now, let's monitor what the price is going to do in this zone. A break above this zone, therefore, will usher us into some more bullishness, seeing the price come all the way to these particular zones here. That is the 101 point, the 101 levels. Okay, we'll see the price come to the 101 levels, right? So let's monitor that and see how the price is going to react for the dollar index. So when we look at gold, right, when we look at gold, we have been seeing a lower prices on gold, but even before I look at the higher time frame, before I look at this time frame, let's see the daily, the weekly. So if you look at the weekly time frame, what we are seeing here is a price gallivanting within this particular zone. But even as the price gallivants within that particular level, so let me show you something here, so that now we can be able to mark these, so that we can be able to do that. So let's first of all begin by looking. So these, the level that gold prices are not been able to break above this level, right? So we are seeing that, and the price has been consolidating within this particular zone, right? So if you look at this level, it's just a consolidation zone. If you're able to fine tune that, we put it like that, factoring these weeks here and this, so we can see all these is a consolidation zone for prices. But look at these particular levels here. What did the price do here? So the price gave us that, right? And then the price came to this particular level. So this level there, actually the engulfing, it came to test that particular engulfing, and that's how someone could have gotten some sales here. Or maybe probably even if you look at the order block, even here, because I know this time here, this candle, yes, it was an entry because this candle was here at 8 p.m. 8 p.m. New York time, which is the beginning of the Asian kill zone, right? So we see that. Then if we go slightly on the lower time frame, then we are able to see the price give us that. There we have a BOS, another entry here that someone could have considered during the New York kill zone. That was a perfect entry, right? So, and the price continues again from here all the way. The price creates a BOS there, and therefore it returns again to this particular level, which now this is also another entry, right? That was on Friday. See the price giving that, and then now we see more bullish prices, I mean bearish price, and right now we are still pushing on the downside. Okay, so now let's look at the weekly time frame so that we can see what are we really anticipating here on the weekly time frame. So this is the weekly chart, right? This is the weekly chart. These are the levels that we have drawn, right? So the price, if you look at the weekly chart, what I'm seeing here, I'm seeing something like that, right? So I'm seeing something like that. Okay, so that is what I'm seeing, the price consolidating in that particular level. So what does that mean is that anytime we're gonna see a breakout on this particular price action, right? So when we go to, so here the price is consolidating. So when you look at the daily time frame now, you're able to see the consolidation much better, right? So let me delete this pattern here because it was done with. So here you're able to see this consolidation much better, and what it means is that anytime, right, you can fine tune that like that. Anytime we might see the price now break out of this particular zone, okay, break out of this particular consolidation. So when you come to the 4-hour time frame now, where do we still mark our points? So these are the points that we have. So allow me to return these to this particular level, because these showing us the consolidation of prices. Okay, so you can see how these zones are very important. So here the price is trading within this and within this. So what are we likely to see the price do now on the bigger view of it, right? So we can be able to manage this like that, so that we can have yeah, right. So remember, we still have this one which is also guiding us like that. This one will fit very well here, like that, so that you can have it perfect, exactly, right? So two things are likely to happen: either the price breaking above or price breaking below. Okay, either the price breaking above or the price breaking below. And now when we have that kind of a scenario, so what will we be looking at in case it breaks below this point, right, and also breaks below this level here, which you have seen? This is actually a very key level, because if you look at this particular side, price has been really undermined, breaking above that particular zone, right? I mean breaking below this particular level. So what we are likely to see, number one, a break below, because these are support level, these are trend line. So we might see the price come to this level, and then we see the price being supported to push higher. All right, and once it pushes higher, what it means is that it's likely to break above this zone. I think I can delete that. It's likely to break above this particular level. Okay, let me delete these drawings. So what is likely to do is that we are likely to see the price push up, and maybe probably break above this particular zone. Okay, break above this particular level. So because it's a level as well that has been really undermined in terms of pushing prices, because if you do that way, if we have it that way, I think that's best. Okay, so what we are looking at with this bigger pattern here, right? So I'm looking at a potential that the price comes to that level and then pushes to that level, probably having a break above that, like that, and then now we see maybe something like that. Okay, that's an instant, that's a scenario that is very potential. The other scenario is the price breaking below this particular level, right? So that is the price breaking below that, then giving us a retest, and therefore we might be able to see some more bearish sentiment of prices. Okay, so something like that. So that's what I'm really looking at, right, for gold. Right now it's sideways, so until we have a breakout that's when we are going to know the direction that the market is likely to take. So when you come to the 1 hour time frame now, with this kind of consolidation, what I'll be looking at is now the patterns that I usually trade. So if I look here, I can see a BOS, and that tells me that within this level here, I can be able to identify an order block. This one here, I know I'm marking it like that. It's 1 hour time frame. So if we go to the lower time frames, like the 15 minutes time frame, therefore we are going to see that it's indeed, right, it's indeed a level that one can be able to eyeball prices. All right, so this is indeed a level that we can be able to look at some buying opportunity, because we are seeing all that, the price pushing up. So the price coming back to this level, so it's indeed an opportunity. But remember, when you're looking at the order blocks, that is ICT, it is good to take trades during the kill zone. So right now it's not yet around the kill zone. So the kill zone begins at 2 a.m. New York time. That is the London kill zone, and right now we are 1 a.m. Right, so let's just monitor. The price might gallivant here, and then at 2 a.m. we see the price now gaining the momentum to push higher, because like I said, the price has been consolidating in this particular level. Okay, the prices has been consolidating in this particular zone. So let's mark that, and we follow and see what the price is likely to do. So I think today is on a Monday, and with this kind of consolidation, it's always good to look at how the prices are doing, so that we can be able to determine where the price is likely to go from tomorrow. But I know this consolidation might continue until we have the PPI and retail sales data, and then now we are going to see probably which direction the market is going to go out, right, to go to. Right, so with that, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much, and have yourself a wonderful week. Like I began saying, I wish everyone a very fruitful week ahead. And remember to always trade cautiously. Right, when I mean cautiously is you need to check on your risk, you need to remain focused, and also you need to remain disciplined, so that you can be able to trade with purpose.